Oh, hey! Just working on my eBay store. Figured I'd make a video and share with you guys how I work on eBay. Rule number 1. You must work in a relaxed position. Feet up, doing nothing with your life, staring at the wall. And this will make us have everything that we want. We become billionaires. We become, what? Oh. We're not billionaires, and we just do it. This is Rich with Unlimited Cards. Here to tell you guys how to sell on eBay. For those of you that buy on eBay, this is not the video for you. You can click off, thumbs down, and get the hell out of here. This is for sellers. I think jumping into eBay is, and I'm not talking about any of the other sites like TCG Player. I'm not talking about owning your own website. I'm not talking about Macari. I'm not talking about selling on Facebook, which I would never do. But I am talking about eBay today. Now, do I think everybody should sell on eBay? No, I am not a promoter of eBay. I choose eBay because I believe for my own situation, it's the best to sell on. Now, I'll go through like pros and cons, and it's totally up to you guys on whether or not this is for you. So, if you're looking to sell on eBay, here's the video for you. If you're looking to be a billionaire, you might as well go to the other channels. Because apparently they know. They're the ones driving around their Ferraris. I should show you guys my old car sometime. So, by the way, all right, where are we at? We're going on 26,000 items sold. It says 25,000. They go every 1,000 when they record your numbers. And so 26,000, you can look into the deeper numbers, but just right in front of me, 26,000 items sold. So yes, I have sold things on eBay. This is all in the trading card department. This will probably apply to other places, but trading cards is what we're talking about here. When you have an eBay account, which I'm sure most of you out there do, if you don't, it's easy to set one up to be able to buy on eBay. You can buy almost anything. There are, 2-bit sellers that will sell you almost anything you need for your life. There are larger stores. I deal with trading cards, but there are many different categories. I mean, you got sports, you got, clothing, you got home decor. You can buy almost anything, and you might take a crack at getting something for a slightly cheaper price that you need for your life. This is kind of eBay. I was talking to a Poshmarker one time, and they told me that eBay is like a yard sale. I don't know what that means. I've never bought on Poshmark, but in my opinion, this is pretty professional, and it works pretty well. Now, here's a few things to think about. If you're a seller or if you're looking to sell on eBay, you have a couple different options right off the bat. Number one, you can just sell. Literally anybody with an account can sell. As long as you're not a shady person stealing things and making fun of people, you can sell. I don't know, maybe those people can sell too. Who knows? Crazy world we live in. But with eBay here, you can either sell as like a 2-bit seller, or you can have a store, which is what I have. This is rich with unlimited cards. Now, kind of like things to look at. If you are like a 2-bit seller, you're going to get a lot less than if you're a store. But if you're a store, you're going to need to pay a monthly cost. They have different tiers. You can start off at, I think it's as low as like $20 a month. And then it goes up to, I think there's one for like $400 a month. I personally have one of the lower tier options just because it didn't seem worth it to me to go up in the tiers. Maybe down the line, I find it worth it. But for me, I mean, most of you out there are just going to need the basic store. Now, when you look at having a store, you have to think about, like, what am I going to sell, right? And then when you're thinking about that, there's certain fees to whatever item you're going to sell. Number one, you might think about the eBay fees. So for trading cards, this is a trading card channel. We are at about, I think it's 13% on, fees to eBay. There's also a listing fee of 30 cents. There's also, shipping costs. If you're shipping a single card, you want to be able to send it in an envelope. I mean, I think it's right around 69 cents for a stamp nowadays. It's a little bit less on eBay. You get a small discount than the actual stamp price, which is kind of nice. And then another thing too, with the letters, you get this thing called eBay tracking. Now, this is why I like eBay the most, is because when you ship it in an envelope, and we'll do a shipping video too, and I'll kind of share my whole process of what I've been through over the years. But when you ship it in an envelope, you can have the eBay tracking, and the tracking will show through the machines. It's not something they just scan, but it shows as it goes through the machines cross country or whatever. So now looking at eBay, you have this store, and you want to choose your tier. You have different percentages of just like price discounts on like different fees and things like that, 10%, 15%, whatever, off of the final value fees. And you're going to want to start like figuring out how, like, what do you want to sell, right? Now, here's my advice to you guys. And this is something I was thinking about when I started my eBay store, is number one, feedback, right? So with the feedback, when you have like let's say you have 100% feedback, but you only have one sale, and then you get a second sale, and that buyer decides to be pissed off about something. They want to go on slashing your name around, and they give you negative feedback. Your 100% is going to go to 50 because you have one positive and one negative, right? Super scary. But if you have 1,000 feedback and you get one negative feedback, you go down to 99.9%. Interesting to think about, because when people see you on eBay, they are going to pick and choose whether they want to buy from you. And I don't know if there's like a threshold. If you go low enough, if eBay just says, get off of my site, get out of here. But when you have that feedback, right? And let's say you're at like 50%, even if eBay doesn't kick you off, I mean, people are just not going to buy from you. It's as simple as that. So think about possibly what I did was I purchased a number of items, right? things I actually needed, not just going out buying that Bugatti off of eBay. And I built up some positive feedback because stores will give you automatic feedback or they'll give you feedback. You can always reach out to them and ask for feedback just to kind of build up your good feedback. For me, with my store, my positive feedback that I give to the buyers triggers when they give me positive feedback. And the reason for that is because I know a lot of stores, I get it, how you want to automatically do it. You don't have to worry about it. Maybe it helps the algorithm. I don't know. But I don't automatically give people good feedback because there are shady scammers out there and they don't deserve my positive feedback. Simple as that. So if I give you positive and then you steal from me, it doesn't really work, you know? So I built up some positive feedback. That way, me starting out with the higher risk of having an issue, you know, if someone gives me negative feedback, I don't go to zero, you know, on my first one. Which I made a mistake on the first order I ever made. The guy gave me neutral feedback, but you know, we made it. Yeah. Oh, by the way, do you guys like this? Yeah. So, my girlfriend made me this art cards. I mean, what else are you gonna do with them? Buying those art cards. Do people actually buy these? I like having art out of it. And then I got my myriad of collections here. Anyways, so you're going to want to look at the store. You want to think about your feedback. My advice to a lot of people, just sell really cheap items. People are less inclined to be upset at you if you just start off, sell a lot of cheap cards, build up your feedback, and then grow your store. I think a lot of people just want to hit like 0 to 100. And really, you know, like you can build this. You don't have to do that 0 to 100. It's stressful. It can be successful. It can crash and burn. Who knows? But for those of you that want to build, you can take your time with it. Start off with the small ones. Build some good feedback. Where am I at? I'm pushing on almost 5,500 positive feedback, and that's unique feedback. I think it's like a 2-week period of time. So if same person gives you positive feedback within 2 weeks, it doesn't register for the unique feedback. There's some metric out there where it shows total feedback, and it's something about 2 years. I don't know, but there's a unique feedback. I'm not going to go into shipping. All I'm going to say is that the reason why I like eBay is because of the eBay tracking. That is very important to me. I also have a TCG player account that I've been building up. I'm not quite all the way through there. So once I get there, I will let you guys know the process. But with eBay, I like the tracking envelope. It really wards off a lot of the people that are trying to scam you if it shows delivered, right? With TCG player, there's no tracking and things get very wishy-washy. I mean, sometimes you never receive the item because USPS has been a complete shit show lately. And sometimes, you know, someone may want to steal. Sometimes a store may want to do shady things. It's a crazy environment. I'm not bashing on it. There are tons of people out there that love TCG player, and there are a lot of good reasons to be there. I just personally like eBay better. I don't have my own store online. I understand how to build a website and how to make a store. I just don't think I would have the volume of sealed product that I can move through that store just yet. Maybe one day. This is all I got. I bought these yesterday. just so I could show you guys that I buy things. The next thing about having a store, it's up to you if you want to be just the, 2-bit seller. The 2-bit seller will have, oh yeah, so the 2-bit seller will have more fees than the store. You won't have the discounts, right? Having a store is like volume. But another really cool thing is that you can build your store front. You can have a banner, you can have all your listings, you can categorize them. And all of this stuff, I'm not going to run through all this stuff with you. You can find out on YouTube videos, or you can literally do it yourself. It's super easy. I didn't know how easy it was. It was a scary thing to me right off the bat when I was first getting into eBay. But, I had to sit down with someone and someone showed me like how to open the store. And it's really an easy process. So you have to move past that fear and just do it. Give it a shot. Even if you screw it up. I mean, nowadays it's hard to because of all the YouTube videos that are out there. But they showed me how to do it. And they showed me each step of the way. It really wasn't that hard. I could have done it myself. It was just fear that was keeping me back. Selling on eBay is like, it's like a wiffle ball, right? Like eBay gives you the stand and puts the ball on top and you just go wailing, But you have to buy the pieces to help you hit the ball. That's the only thing. Having your own store is like baseball, right? Hitting a baseball and, the curveballs that come in and like maybe it's outside the strike zone. So eBay makes it easier, right? But also hitting a baseball, you can launch it farther. Unless you're one of these huge stores with volume. With a wiffle ball, you can hit it only so far, right? So truly, there's probably a lot to be said out there for having your own store, your own brand name. Someone coming to your store and saying, I bought from Unlimited Cards instead of I bought from eBay, right? I personally like eBay because a lot of people complain about the fees. Life has fees, people. And I don't think they're that bad. I mean, it's high. And it's way higher than it was before. But if you really look at owning your own store and all the different things that you have to focus on, it's not that bad. And you'll have all these metrics like I have right here, like the total sales. They show you the fees that they take out, the selling cost, the quantity sold, total buyers. You have one-time buyers. You have repeat buyers. Let's see. And then the different categories you sold in. And then it'll show the flow of like when people buy, and you get all these metrics and you get different reports, and they will send you tax forms. And I believe that they were trying to push for the tax threshold to be 600. What is it now? Like, I don't know. 20,000? I don't know what it is right now. And they're trying to push for a really low level. The U.S. government is stealing money from people. And they're going after the lower end. So there will be a point where no one's safe. But you get all of these. You can see the different cards that you sold, how many of each card, and how much you got net sales after selling all of those. It's a really unique program. And it's very well set up. So when you think about paying that 13% fee, you're paying for all this. I think the problem that people have is that they don't know how to understand this, or they don't want to deal with this, so they feel like it's expensive. Who knows? I mean, if you want to sell these, you have plenty of different options. You could sell on different sites. You can sell out of a store, whatever. But here we are on eBay. I got one sale today. After all my other ones that I just shipped off. I personally love eBay. I am not promoting eBay. I think there are very unique things with it that just help when you're trying to grow your life. Hopefully this was helpful. I don't know. If you guys have questions, throw in a question and I'll make a video about it. Enjoy.